Women supporting women leads to stronger communities, stronger families, economic growth, cultural change, leadership pipelines. Like literally, the more women win, the more opportunities and doors that will be open for the next generation of women. Hello, everyone. My name is Naya, and welcome to season 7 of Let Me Just Say This. I hope you guys are doing so well. If you are new here, hello, welcome to the vibe, welcome to the tribe. Go ahead and subscribe because you are going to love it here. And if you're watching on the YouTube channel, as you should, you see me. I see you. You look good, girl. Me too. I am so excited to be back with you guys this week. Today's episode is a celebration of women, okay? Because March is Women's History Month, and this past Sunday, March 8th, was International Women's Day. So we're giving the girls their flowers while they can still smell them, because despite everything that's going on in the world, honey, women are still building, they're still achieving, they're still contributing, and they're carrying entire systems and communities on their backs. So let's hear it for the girls. Let's hear it for the girls. Today, we're going to get into the new reality, which is that women are outpacing and outperforming men in education and achievements. We're also going to talk about what feminism really means and the importance of women supporting other women. And lastly, we're going to touch on why our progress towards equity is far from finished. And might I just add that this episode encompasses things that the girls already know because we're living it. We are living it. So if you're not one of us, one of the girls, you can still stick around, learn a bit more. And if you know some non-girls that need a little bit of education or support the girls, go ahead and share this with a friend. Speaking of girls, shout out to our sponsor, Black Girl Vitamins. If you are Black and you are a girl, you should be taking and supporting Black Girl Vitamins. Hell, even if you're not Black and you're not a girl, support Black Girl Vitamins, because Black Girl Vitamins supports women, supports Black women, supports women pursuing fields in medicine. Baby, I cannot stress enough how much I love and support Black Girl Vitamins. I've been taking them for 3 years. I really swear by them. They are worth the hype and worth the support. So shout out to them. You can shop the link in the description, or you can use our special code LMJST15 and save 15% on your order. Support the pod, support yourself, and support Black Girl Vitamins. And if you really want to support yourself, specifically your personal and digital security, I suggest you check out our other sponsor, NordVPN. They have an entire suite, NordVPN, NordProtect, NordPass, and they have a sale going on right now, okay? You can save up to 74% and get an Amazon gift card if you sign up for their 1 year or 2 year plans, which are cheaper than the monthly plan. So I would suggest them. You would be supporting the podcast if you decide to support NordVPN. I am a user of NordVPN. I've used them since 2020, and I do swear by them. They are one of the best services out for VPN and digital privacy protection. So you can shop the link in my description and go ahead and support us, support yourself, and keep yourself safe. And stop using the same password for everything, girl. You need secure passwords. NordPass has you covered, because your password should not be your birthday or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get it together. Shop the link in the description. Before we give it up for the girls, you already know, go get your mug, babe. Go get your mug and fill it with whatever you like. But I suggest some tea or mud water mushroom coffee. I really like it. I've been drinking it every day almost, girl. And 10 out of 10 would recommend. So go get your drinky, go get your mug. Make sure it's real cute and real femme for this month. And come on back. We're going to get right on into it. And shout out to my girl Rosa for getting me this cherry mug. I thought it would be so fitting for this episode celebrating the girls. So shout out to the cherries. In the spirit of Women's History Month, we're going to start with the On This Day in Women's History. We're doing March 10th and 11th because, as you know, the audio drops on Tuesdays, the visual drops on Wednesdays. So I want to give you guys 2 days of women's history in March. On this day in women's history, March 10th, 1913 marks the passing of civil rights icon and the biggest, greatest, most famous conductor of the Underground Railroad, Harriet Tubman. Thank you, Miss Tubman. We owe Harriet Tubman so much. We quite literally owe her our lives, okay? This is a woman who escaped slavery, reinvented herself, and then dedicated her life to liberating others. liberating others fearlessly, okay? She is the definition of a badass. She's a woman that we can all look up to. She was also a union spy and a nurse. My girl was multifaceted, well-talented, well-trained, and well-versed. And she dedicated her life to being a boss, okay? So shout out to Miss Tubman. Thank you so much for your service and rest in peace, my girl. And on this day in women's history, Madeleine Albright became the first woman to serve as a U.S. Secretary of State, which is one of the highest diplomatic positions in the world. And her appointment really marked the turning point in women's representation and global leadership. Let this be a reminder to you that we need to be in those rooms. We need to be on the top floor. We need to have representation in our government, not just domestically, but globally. Okay, girl. So shout out to Miss Albright. This is a phrase that is going to upset incels and misogynists around the world, but it is a fact and it is the reality. Okay. Women are quietly outpacing and outperforming men in education and in workforce participation, okay? And I'm going to give you the stats. I'm going to give you the numbers, baby. According to a 2024 stat by the Pew Research Center, women earn more college degrees than men across every major racial and ethnic group in the US, with women now receiving nearly 60% of bachelor's degrees. And despite the fact that women are more educated, just as, if not more qualified, and have increasing participation in the workforce, women are still only paid on average 82 cents for every dollar that a man earns, okay? Make that make sense. These are women who are working in the same fields, in the same company, in the same position, and they're still making less solely, not because they're not qualified, not because they're DEI hires, but because they are women, because they are other, because they're not white, cisgender male. And baby, that is a reminder that our push towards progress and equity is not finished. It's not finished. We have to keep commanding respect. We have to keep commanding the things that we are owed. Fairness and equity in our salary. Do that salary negotiation, girl. Negotiate that salary, girl, because you can bet your bottom dollar they are undercutting you because you're a woman. They don't see the value in you because you are a woman. And the microaggressions and the lack of respect and the locker room talk that takes place in the workplace and the educational places, baby, it can be a lot. And I really want to commend us for overcoming so much up until this point. I really want to commend us as women for shifting the narrative and changing the spaces. And again, representation matters so much. This is why we need to be in the rooms. We need to be in these rooms. We need to be in these positions so that other women don't have to suffer, so that other women have better opportunities and more chances to excel and really strive to their goals and break those glass ceilings. We have to remember everything that women carry. Women carry their jobs, they carry their families, they carry their communities, baby. And oftentimes for less recognition, they go unpaid, they go underpaid, okay? And they go, abused and unheard, like literally. We must note too that women are vastly underrepresented in positions of leadership and power, okay? I'm talking politics, I'm talking executive positions, financial positions. These women are told both in unspoken and spoken ways that they're either too emotionally irrational, okay? No one wants to listen to a woman. No one wants to follow a woman, or they're considered less qualified, not as smart, not as trustworthy, okay? They always need a man to come in and back up what a woman is saying in order for it to be credible, in order for it to be taken seriously by a vast populace of people who don't believe and see the value that women bring to these positions. And that is why we are lacking, because we can't get into those rooms. We can't get up there. Or if we do, we really got to break it down, baby. We got to break in, honey. And I really hate that for the girls. But at the same time, I love it because that breaking in, the breaking of that glass ceiling, and the restructuring of what these spaces look like allow us to go further and bring more women with us. There's something beautiful that happens when a young woman sees another woman in a position of power. in a position of leadership, okay? And people may say whatever they want to say about her while she's in that position. She's a bitch. Oh, she's unruly. Oh, she's mean or not nice or whatever. These are all words that are used for women who are assertive, who know what they want and do their damn job, okay? And as a young woman who sees that, honey, it's inspiring. The girls love to see it. I love to see it. And we need more representation in these positions where these decisions are being made. Speaking of decisions, agency is the most powerful thing a woman can have, okay? The freedom of choice, the freedom to choose career, to choose motherhood or not, to choose to stay in a relationship or not, financial independence, choice over your entire life, how you want to live, what you want to do. Agency is really what the women are fighting for. Agency, autonomy. And oftentimes, the people who want to make decisions about women's rights and women's bodies are not women. They don't look like us because they don't let women in these spaces, and they don't let women in on purpose. And the pea-brain women who go along with the misogyny and the patriarchy and all the bullshit that comes with it are just women who have fully internalized all of that. You have fully internalized misogyny and patriarchy, baby. Congratulations, girl. And this is just another reminder that when we are not in positions to make decisions for ourselves, someone else is controlling our narrative. And for women, it is extremely important that you control your own narrative. Agency is extremely important, girl. That's why the whole hypergamy thing, I don't feel like it's aging well because a lot of those women give up their agency. A lot of those women give up their choices. And baby, if there's anything that our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers probably are willing to tell us is that if they had more choices, if they had more options, if they had more agency, they may have lived out their lives in different ways, more fulfilling ways. I want to close the segment by reminding us that the most revolutionary thing that a woman can do is decide who she is and live accordingly. Decide who you are and live accordingly. Claim your time. Claim your agency, okay? Claim control over your life and push that for other women around you. Push that for us as a collective, because when women can come together and they can come together in agency, baby, beautiful, amazing, progressive things can happen for us. Ask the women in unions. Ask the women who are part of unions, who have been able to increase their salaries, who have been able to get better working conditions, because that's what happens when we come together, when we choose, and we can control our own narrative. For the people who don't understand what feminism really is, let's define it. According to UN Women, feminism is the belief in social, economic, and political equality of the sexes. That includes ending gender discrimination, challenging unequal power dynamics and structures, and ensuring equal rights and opportunities for women and girls. What about that y'all don't understand? I don't understand, but the reality is that a lot of people conflate feminism with hating men. They conflate feminism with wanting to do away and get rid of men. It's not about that, baby. The girls just want their share because they work hard, because they do a lot, okay? And because they've earned it and deserve it, honey. Women have had to fight for their rights forever. Since like the dawn of time, we've had to fight to get to where we are now. And feminism is a continuation of that. And feminism done in the right way includes intersectionality, because at its core, feminism is about equality. And the reason why conversations surrounding feminism get messy and toxic is because there's a lot of internalized misogyny. There's a lot of projected patriarchy. And the biggest reason is because women do not experience inequality in the same way. And when we ignore factors such as race and class and socioeconomic status, cultural context, and global inequality, baby, all of a sudden, feminism is only something that works for a specific subset of women. Feminism is only something that's going to work for well-off white women with agency. And that is the main problem that we've had for a long time with that lean in feminism, because lean in feminism doesn't lean into us all, doesn't lean into women that look like me, doesn't lean into women that don't look like those white women, those straight white women. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. And that is a failure of how feminism was presented to us and executed. And that is not a representative of what feminism is really and truly about. Feminism is about equality, equity, dismantling systems that harm women and girls. And if you support systems that harm women and girls, you are anti-feminist, you are anti-woman, you are anti-girl. And if you are a man, especially a man who has women in his life, and you are not supportive of what true feminism stands for, you should check yourself. You have a lot of internalized misogyny, sir. You have a lot of internalized patriarchy, sir, which is causing you to make decisions that will harm the women that you claim to care about, the women and the girls that you claim to love. And I really want more men to reevaluate how they think about women's rights, girls' rights, and why they think the way that they do. Because it's very much so, a lot of the time, anti-women. It's harmful to women. Feminism only works if it's inclusive, which is why women supporting women is extremely important. It is so important, actually, for all women to support other women. I'm not saying don't hold other women accountable. I'm saying you can do both. You can hold women accountable, okay? You can hold women to higher standards, okay? But you can also support women. Those are forms of supporting women. Those are forms of lifting us up, of setting a better tone for us, of giving us something that we can really look up to, something that we can really aspire to. And with that too, there is such thing as elitist feminism. True feminism does not disregard women based on their occupation, their sexual orientation, their sexual presentation, or how they choose to live their lives. Feminism encompasses us all. And those women are also representative of us. So the women you look down on, the women you think are scantily clad or just out here laying it low or in occupations that you don't respect or living lives that you don't respect, that's neither here nor there. They still deserve equity. They still deserve opportunities. They still deserve rights. And they're still representative of women, of us all, of parts of us all. Women supporting women leads to stronger communities, stronger families, economic growth, cultural change, leadership pipelines. Like literally, the more women win, the more opportunities and doors that will be open for the next generation of women. And it is so, so, so important when we talk about being a girl's girl. We're not always girl's girl. And I've heard I'm not a girl's girl for all the girls, and I understand. But at the end of the day, the objective is supporting each other. The objective is lifting up each other because we're already marginalized. Shit is already harder for us. And if we're not supporting each other, who is going to do it for us? And really, just let the girls girl in peace. Stop judging every girl. Stop pitting yourself in competition with every girl. Stop going back with that petty ass shit. Girl, we have bigger fish to fry. And women's history and International Women's Day should show us what happens when we focus on the bigger fish, when we don't focus on attacking each other, but instead uplifting each other. I want to close with a celebration that women are thriving. We are thriving, girl. It's very much so giving Maya Angelou, Still I Rise. It's giving Who Runs the World, girls. It's giving, babe, let's hear it for the girls. Let's hear it for the girls who are working hard, who are doing everything that they need to do to progress themselves and reclaim their time, reclaim their life, make their own decisions, live unapologetically, and also support each other. I love us for real. I love us down. I love us down. I love us down. And we can all be allies to each other. For the women who have that internalized misogyny and internalized patriarchy, it is not too late for you to come to the light, girl. It's not too late. It's not too late to join the ranks of the women who support other women, who support women's opportunities and growth and equity, baby. It's not too late. Break out of those shackles and come join the party, because the women who support other women, are really thriving. Those are the ones who are the most successful. Those are the ones who have the best communities and the best social life and people around them that truly love them. And those are the women too who have better dating lives. We're going to talk about that in another episode. All of my sources will be linked in the description if you want to check them out. You can also find everything for the socials linked below. Follow on the TikTok and the Instagram. And you know where to find me: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Girl, stick around. You're going to love it here. With all that being said, I cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode.